Hey, it's Dave White. Well, even though it hasn't been terrible in the Midwest this year, we still had situations where we have ice. And when we start looking a lot of times at anti-slip devices, the problem is you have ones that are really good outside, but then if you try to wear them inside, you're either marking up your floors because most of them have carbide tips, or there's ones that just basically are really slick just because of a lot of the metal that meets the road there to keep you from slipping. So the Impacto Midcleat, this is a newer guy that's out there, kind of is one of those tweener products. So, you know, it comes very nicely packaged. But what we're looking at here is we basically strap it on. One of the requirements that you really need for this to be comfortable is we need a defined heel. So again, if we have a right angle there, we got what's called a defined heel. Then we're able to just basically strap this over, and if we're not in a situation where we need slip resistance, basically the cleat, or the mid cleat as they call it, sits in a rest position. So you can either slide it up. I've kind of just taken it off to the side so that you can see it. But then if we're going into a situation where we're getting ready to go out and we're walking out of that finished floor situation, we just rotate that around. And as you see how I kind of rotated that, now we have these carbide tips sitting here that when we're walking, as you can kind of see, I'm using the teeter-totter, we're cutting into something, or we're gaining traction, increasing the coefficient of friction, and thus giving us that slip resistance. Also, since it sits back towards the heel, that's another thing that becomes very important in the anatomy of a slip, because as we walk, the first thing that we do is we plant our heel. So a lot of slips happen when we don't gain traction from that heel. So if slip resistance is something that you're needing for ice, but you are that person that's not working out all day and you need to come inside and not mess up your floors, this product would be something that you might want to take a look at.